everyone, happy Pride. Let me start that again. Hello everyone, happy Pride Month. I'm personal trainer Jesse Bird with the PSP team over at Fort Wayne Cold Lake, and today I've got an awesome strength and conditioning class for you. All you're going to need is some workout clothes, shoes, some music to play alongside, and of course some water while you're working out. Alright, we're just going to kind of jump right in. You're going to start off your warm-up by heading outside and you're going to do a 5-minute jog. Before you do that, you're going to do 20 high knees and 20 butt kicks. So, just as a quick reminder, boom, high knees, it's going to be 10 on each side, and butt kicks, bring that heel to the butt, 10 on each side. After that, you're going to go for a 5-minute jog. So, do your 5-minute jog, come back inside, and then what we're going to do are 2 different supersets and then some core work. If you just want to get right to the workout, check the comments below. I've got it all written out. Otherwise, listen up and we'll go over it piece by piece. Okay, so for your first superset, what you're going to do is some walking lunges paired with push-ups. So these are both body weight exercises. For the lunges, if you prefer, you can hang on to some kind of weight, either dumbbells or jugs. Let's go over those real quick. Okay. So for your lunges, you want to think about how you walk normally, just as a person. So your legs stay right at about hip width, and while you're lunging, you want to keep within that hip width. Try to avoid walking like a straight line. You don't want to, be balancing on a tightrope. You want to keep your hips nice and even, right where they feel comfortable. So you're going to take a step out, lower the back knee down to the floor, and then come back up. Try to not worry so much about the front knee. The focus more is on lowering that back knee. There we go. And now you're going to go up and right on to the next one. There we go. So you're going to keep going until you get a total of 20, which is going to be 10 on each leg. Once you hit that number, now you're going to switch it out, and go right to your push-ups. So for your push-ups, you're going to do 10. Let's talk about the push-up for a quick second. With your feet. So if you have your feet very close together, this is going to make it so you're not very stable, and it's going to make the push-up much more challenging. The core is going to have to do some more work. So if you want to make it harder, keep your feet nice and close. If you want to make it more manageable, spread your feet out so that you have more of that stability. Also when it comes to breathing, for push-ups and for lunges, as you're going down, you want to breathe in, and as you're going back up, you want to breathe out. Perfect. Okay, so you're going to do 10 of each, right? And then rest for 30 seconds to about a minute. And then you're going to repeat that 2 more times for a total of 3 sets. Once those are all done, you're going to grab onto some dumbbells and do bent over rows, followed by, let's see, I have it written down here, followed by dumbbell deadlifts. So I'm going to show you these right now. I'm not going to use any weight. I'm just going to use my hands here, so bear with me. So come on back and let's take a look. For our first exercise, our bent over rows, we're going to pick up our weights. We have them in hand. What we're going to do is focus on the hip hinge. We're going to hinge forward here, keeping the back straight. As you can see, my spine is still in a neutral position. With our weights, we're going to pull them up. And at the very top, we're going to squeeze our shoulder blades together as tight as we can, and then come back down. So we want to breathe out as we're pulling up, and breathe in as they go down. So you're going to do 10 of those. As soon as that one's done, we're going to go right into our dumbbell deadlifts. So for these, we have our weights in hand. We're going to let them just rest here in front of our thighs. Hang on, I'm going to get close to the wall so you can see as much of me as you can. And then from here, we're going to just focus on the hip hinge. So I'm not going to worry about bending my knees. What I want to do is try to keep my back as straight as I can, keep my core as straight as I can, and my hips, I'm just going to send my butt as far back as I can so that I can focus on this angle here, the angle of the hips. All right, so just like this. I'm going to breathe in as I go down, and squeeze my glutes right at the top here. As you squeeze the glutes, it's going to bring the hips forward naturally. Go back, let's see that again. Breathing in on the way down. Breathing out on the way up. All right, good stuff. So for those, you're going to do 10 as well. So 10, 10, no rest in between, and then you're going to rest for 30 seconds after you've done both. Repeat that 2 more times for a total of 3 sets, and then we're on to core. So for our core, we're going to keep it nice and simple. What we're going to do are some side planks today. So these are going to be 30 seconds on each side. For our side planks, when we're in the position, so I've got my forearm on the floor, I've got my feet together, and I can stick my arm out to make it more challenging, or keep it on my hip to keep, to make it a little bit more manageable. So I want to try to keep the core as tight as I can. I want to avoid my hips sinking down towards the floor, and I also want to avoid them going way up to the ceiling. I want to try to keep them as straight and sturdy as I can, keeping my body nice and straight. 30 seconds on one side, 30 seconds on the other. If you need to modify this exercise, you can also do it like a staggered stance, so you have your feet out, both on the floor, spread out, giving you a little bit more of that stability. And if you want to make it a little bit more manageable, you can also do it from the knees. All right, so after you do that, you're going to do your full 30 seconds, both sides. Rest for about 30 seconds, and then repeat 2 more times for a total of 3 sets. Okay, so now we're feeling pretty good. The workout is just about done. Now all we have to do is cool down. So we're going to start off with a quad stretch. Just grabbing onto our ankle, aiming the knee at the ground, keeping ourselves stable. We're going to breathe nice and slow and hold for 30 seconds for each leg. After that, I'm going to have a seat on the floor and put the bottom of my feet together, just like so, for a butterfly hip stretch. So while I'm sitting up straight and tall here, I'm going to lean forward, trying to get my knees as close to the ground as I can. Perfect. After that, we're going to stand up and we'll do a calf stretch. So for this one, all we need is a wall. We're going to put both hands on the wall. I'll start off with my one leg, the leg in the back here. I want to keep that foot as flat as I can on the floor. And then with my hands on the wall, I'm going to lean forward with my hips, just like if I was doing a lunge. This is really going to stretch out the calf. So just like so, and coming forward. The trick is to really keep that foot on the floor. If you keep it flat, you're really going to feel that stretch. Oh. All right, perfect. So we're going to repeat that, both sides, 30 seconds. And our last stretch of the day is a hamstring stretch. So for this one, take a wide stance. We're going to go forward as far as we can, really stretching out those hamstrings. Your hands, you can either put them on your ankles, you can put them on the floor if you want. And for that one, you're going to hold for 30 seconds as well. All right. So I hope you enjoyed this workout. Keep in mind that if it's a nice sunny day out, you can do the entire thing outside. And working out outside is a great way to increase your mood. Thanks again for checking out this video. I'm personal trainer Jesse Bird, and I'll see you in the next one.